This is another episode of the Flight Ringers podcast. I'm David King. That's Dan Spottswood.
It's good to be here. Thank you.
We are professional cartoonists, and we are Legion of Superheroes experts.
Those things are just notoriously hard to scale up. Like, what was there to Wayne's World except for them hanging out in the basement? It worked out for them, but they had to. You almost have to write an entirely new movie around the sketch because there's so little to the sketch. So you've got to create a whole world for these characters. This can't be right. Wikipedia says there's only been 12 SNL movies.
12? I mean, that sounds like a lot.
I thought there were way more than that. And there were none between Blues Brothers and Wayne's World. That's a shock, too, to me. I guess because a lot of those guys, they'd go off and do movies that weren't necessarily sketches, but they were like their sketches.
Right.
Like every Dana Carvey movie basically kind of looks like a SNL sketch anyway.
Yeah.
To me. So maybe I'm lumping those in, all those Adam Sandler movies and such.
Yeah, I mean, it would be easy to like just assume that, yeah, an Adam Sandler movie is or a Will Ferrell movie is some kind of SNL related thing, but it's not.
Right.
But I'm trying to think of what the other ones were. Two Wayne's World, Stuart Smalley, It's Pat, and Coneheads. That's 5. So we're almost halfway
Stuart
there.
Saves His Family. Blues Brothers 2000. A Night at the Roxbury.
Never saw it.
Superstar. That's the
it's Molly Shannon. I don't know what the character is called.
The Ladies Man. I don't know how that got a movie.
Oh yeah. See, I was thinking Tim Meadows had one, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Like a consolation prize or something for him just being there.
Yeah, he's good. I like him and stuff.
MacGruber. You know who that is? That's Forte.
Yeah.
And this one's called Please Don't Destroy the Treasure of Foggy Mountain. I have no idea what that is.
Wow. What the hell is that?
Must be.
Is that the last one they ever made?
Yeah. I think it's these 3 guys who do, they do digital shorts. They gave them a movie. And it probably wasn't even in the theater. It was probably just on Peacock.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, is it like Andy Samberg?
No, but it's the same. It's the same dynamic entirely. Only 10, 15 years more recent.
Right.
It's like 3 brighter, nerdy guys who their only contribution to the show are the digital shorts. What were those guys called? Like the Lonely Island or something like that.
I mean, that sounds
the Lonely Island Crew, something like that.
That's like those travel books, right? That's Lonely Planet.
Oh, no fucking clue.
You see them when you go into REI.
What is REI? Is that an airport?
It's they sell like expensive like camping gear and
okay.
The North Face jackets and shit. Yeah.
Where you go get your $300 backpack.
And your $300 like astronaut camping food or whatever that comes in.
Okay.
It's like a nice Indian meal and like a thing you just dump it into the river or whatever.
I go to the military surplus place for all my camping needs. People watch all the preppers. But not too closely. You don't want them to knife you or something.
Yeah, you don't make eye contact with those guys.
You're looking at me.
There's one of those. It's literally like 2 blocks away from Nickelodeon. And we walked up there one day just on our lunch break or whatever and went in. And yeah, I'm sure they're all just like this. I probably had never been in one except when I was a little kid. But, you know, it's got all the shit, all the helmets and all the gun looking stuff. And they have like a, mannequin dressed up in like a, what is he? He's in like a fucking minesweeper thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think. But I'm walking around here. I'm like, you know what? I bet they've got a back room just full of like Klansman shit and
shit.
It just looks like that place and like the guy working there. Like it looks like in Pulp Fiction, like that.
Yeah.
Like where they've got something sketchy, really sketchy happening here. I bet. And I mean, maybe that's just a vibe they all have, probably.
Probably depends on how big it is. The one I go to is a little safer because it's somewhere in between that and the Bass Pro Shop.
Oh, okay.
So there's a mixture of maybe people who are just going there for camping and fishing shit, and then those crazy people.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? But it's cool though. It's a really big space, so they have like old like World War II Jeeps and it's almost like a museum.
Yeah, that's kind of
stuff to check out there.
And big Big Bertha bullet shells or whatever.
Oh yeah,
shit like that.
Oh, yeah, got a lot of that around my house anyway. My dad was all into that weird shit. He kind of sort of grew up in it.
That's weird that your dad was so into that stuff and like a Republican hater.
Yeah, Yeah, he was from the South too, but he was old enough that like the South was more democratic back then. It sort of flipped, you know.
Oh, I guess so.
It flipped in the 60s. I forgot Lyndon Johnson integrated schools. I think that was the trigger.
And then everyone was not a racist anymore down in the
Right.
I'm trying to find this comic book. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I had a copy of it too. I don't know where it is.
I know I have one. I read it last week.
That's
wait,
the
maybe
problem.
maybe I never took it out of the box. Maybe I read the website one. I have 3 copies of it.
Holy shit.
It's a very important issue. I have 3 copies.
Oh, you've got the newsstand version?
Yeah, 2 in the newsstand, it looks like.
It's weird that there was no, it makes sense because it's original content. So they would have tails in the direct market at this point.
I think they all probably were. I think they were both. I think they were had both versions.
You think they had both versions even when it was reprinting?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I have them both for most of them, I think.
It's a weird scheme. It never worked out for him.
Yeah, here's the final issue of the series. Yeah, they got both.
Oh, okay.
This is weird. I was looking at this the other day, and it's like they put action-packed final issue at the top, but it's in black. You can barely see it. It's like they don't want you to know that they're putting this thing to bed after 354 issues.
They should have kept it running. Didn't they do the same thing with Titans?
They had the Tales of Titans, yeah.
Probably followed the same scheme, like new content for a year.
Yeah. I don't think it may not have had reprints for as long or at all. I don't know. I don't know how that worked. Or they maybe changed it to like they had showcase new Teen Titans showcase maybe.
Maybe there was definitely I think there was a Tales of the Teen Titans. But
yeah, because Legion and Titans I think became Baxter fancied direct market only at the same time, right?
Oh shit! There's a backup in this. I didn't even see the backup.
Oh,
well, that's only a couple of pages.
The backup's the best part of this issue, to be honest.
You think so?
I mean, the best part of a lousy comic, yeah.
Right.
Well, you want to read it real fast?
Okay. I wonder why they ended the series. Sales?
Probably.
I mean, you got 2 pages of letters here. It seems like people are reading it.
I think maybe just like the whole phenomenon of direct market killed circulation of these things. Or maybe it was already being killed, and that's why they turned to direct market or something. And it just took a while to peter out. It took 5 years to peter out entirely or something.
Yeah. Are we going to do this shit? Or what are we doing?
Yeah, I thought you were still looking at the letters page. But if not, we'll try to start. It was a work mixer today at Nickelodeon this afternoon.
Oh.
And so I was
just sitting by the cheese thing, eating some and looking around nervously. And
yeah, that's kind of what it was like. Yeah. No, I mean, there's people I knew, a couple.
Oh, good.
But I was talking to Todd, and he was like, there's somebody masking. The thing's all outdoors, and he's like, there's somebody with a mask on. And he's like, what did he say? He's like, at this point, people wearing a mask is like the MAGA hat for Democrats or something.
I've heard that before, but it's like there's this fundamental misunderstanding about what masks do and don't do in the very beginning. Like, the mask can't stop you from getting it from someone else. It stops you from giving it to someone else.
Right. Yeah. I hope he was just kidding around when he said that. Sometimes I worry about him. Like, because he turns on that YouTube just on auto and lets it play through stuff, I think, while he works.
Right. But it was so infuriating trying to explain that to the people that were adamantly against it. Their libertarian brains can't compute that. It's all, why would I do something if it isn't in my personal interest directly? And it's like, it is, but everyone has to follow the rules. And they're like, that's not good enough for them. That logic doesn't compute to them. It's like, I don't get it. I'm not making you wear a mask, so why would you make me wear a mask? It's so stupid, because if everyone just wore one to catch their sneezes, then probably this never would have turned into something.
Yeah, people are just dumb as fuck. Yep. And they won't change,
Yep.
Those same guys won't wash their hands after they take a piss.
Sociopaths.
Maybe that's most guys. I don't know. Every time I go to the bathroom in a public restroom, at least, if I'm in there and experience more than one other person, like 1 out of 3 people isn't going to wash his hands. Like, what the hell? And sometimes I think, like, I was at Home Depot the other day and I had to go use the bathroom. It's disgusting in there, you know? And I washed my hands in this disgusting sink, you know? And there's wet paper towels all over the floor. But then there's no paper towels in the thing. So I think maybe some guys don't wash their hands.
Some of it is that.
They're not, they don't want to go out with wet hands, or they're like construction guys and they're super dirty all the time anyway. Like, why bother? Maybe that's what they're thinking about.
There have been times occasionally where the sinks were so nasty that I opted to use hand sanitizer instead. But
yeah,
usually, or like you said, there's no paper towels. For a while they had those reusable paper towel things. I never see them anymore. Sometimes they'd be broken. And it'd just be hanging there and be all nasty and wet.
Those things are so nasty. Like it's made out of that fabric.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. But at Nickelodeon, 1 out of 3 guys also doesn't wash their hands in the public bathroom. And I'm like, this is the clean bathroom. They have people who in there cleaning the place every hour for real. This is the cleanest bathroom, you know?
Right.
So you don't have an excuse. And they have dryers and they have a billion towels.
It's dumb.
It's gross people, you know?
They don't even feel like the social pressure. That's weird.
Yeah, they just take a piss and walk out of there. Like, what are you doing? I'm here. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, that just tells me that the only time your hands are cleaned is maybe when you get out of the shower.
Right.
And I don't know, like, that's maybe this morning or maybe last night was the last time your hands were clean. Ugh.
What was the occasion for the mixer?
I don't know. I think it's just like start of summer, maybe. I mean, it's, we're getting into summer season. But yeah, I don't know. And it wasn't like a cool party, like they had some catered food, but it sucked.
My son wanted me to ask you when the Ninja Turtle show starts. He's tired of waiting.
Ninja Turtles, like a new season of it?
There's a new series. It's supposed to come out like the summer, and it's based on that movie that came out last year. So I think it's in that style. Do you remember that movie?
I think I've seen that movie or seen pictures of the movie.
It's kind of in that Spider-Verse kind of
it doesn't have
motion drawing look.
It doesn't have holding lines like cartoon drawings usually have, huh? Is it CG?
I don't know.
Probably.
Well, yeah, probably ultimately, but it looks like a flip book almost.
Flip book.
Did you see the Spider-Man Spider-Verse stuff like that? Like it looks like drawings, kind of like moving sketchy drawings.
That's a cartoon. You're describing a cartoon.
Yeah, but more like sketchy lines that are constantly moving around, like the Aha video or something.
Oh, huh. Okay.
You don't remember that about the Spider-Verse movie?
Not really. It's been a while since I saw it. I think there's a second one that I also haven't seen at all yet.
I haven't seen it either.
Well, I don't know if I can find out for him. I don't know.
Did you cancel it, you motherfucker? When are you going to get to work on cool stuff? When are you going to do some turtles?
I don't think I'm good enough to work on that.
Shit. You can draw nunchucks.
Oh, well.
Someone's got to design the van, the pizza.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, all a pizza. Hey, David, draw some pizza. I draw so much pizza. Man.
Can't even eat it anymore.
Yeah, it's like when you work in the pizzeria. You can't eat that shit anymore. It's disgusting.
All right.
Yeah, let's just start again.
Greetings, flight ringers. It's time for another review of our favorite comic, The Legion of Superheroes.
Our favorite among our favorite tales of the Legion of Superheroes.
Tales of the Legion of Superheroes. How do you think they managed to use that name, Superheroes, on one of their own titles? Because I think they have a joint copyright with Marvel for that name.
I think it must have just been grandfathered in, right?
I guess so, because they would have had this. Yeah, the title. Well, I don't know about the book. Did they do that in the late 60s, early 70s, somewhere around there?
Because I feel like I was just going through some back issues, and there's like the MLJ Archie Heroes, those guys from the 60s. I think I have found like an annual or some kind of reprint collection of that from back in those days, and it was called Superheroes and Supervillains on the cover. Yeah. So like at some point, nobody cared. It was just part of the lexicon of English language until
seems
somebody
like
was like, "We own
now."
This shit." Yeah, it really
seems like it should be that way now. But yeah, they have supervillains too. I think Marvel and DC.
Well, at a certain point, they started. DC started calling them metahumans.
Yeah.
Do they have a similar thing at Marvel and nobody uses superheroes except for
Mutants.
what about Fantastic Four? What do they call them? Just heroes?
Metahumans. I don't know.
Yeah.
I give up.
Yeah, I don't know either. I kind of just feel like, yeah, it's just not a used term except for when we say a new superhero movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What does MLJ, what does everybody else have to say?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they just say heroes.
Masked men.
Right.
Oh, I guess heroes. Yeah. Mystery men.
And maybe you can skirt the rules if you leave out the hyphen or something and make it one word. I don't know.
Right. That's what I figured. I figured all this time they copyrighted superheroes as one word, but they also have it copyrighted as 2 words.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah, I don't know. And like, who gives a fuck? Like, are you making money off of anything that's called superheroes? You know, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So who knows?
So anyway, so this is during that first year when Tales was producing original content before it just turned into a reprint book. And most of it has been, for the most part, it's kind of filler stories. Almost a tryout book, I think. Like a lot of people got their early starts drawing or writing this. No?
I wouldn't say a lot of people. I think the majority of it is it's Levitz and Mindy Newell.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Giffen, I think, on a little bit of it. And
he drew some of it?
No, I think he did the breakdowns on some of the first couple of them, maybe. And then mainly on artwork, it's Terry Shoemaker, who is pretty new. Mm-hmm. Karl Kesel, maybe this is an early gig for him inking it, but he was doing a bunch too. I think he was kind of already pretty in the biz or whatever at this point.
Yeah.
And then Dan Jurgens came on. And this is an early gig for Dan Jurgens, but I think even in the letters page, they're saying that he was already doing Warlord and...
Oh, okay.
What was the other one? Secret Six or something? No, it was something like that.
Early Dan Jurgens.
Yeah. But then there's also some backups by George Tuska, veteran George Tuska.
Oh, hell yeah.
I interrupted you, sorry.
I was just going to say, like, I'm not a big fan of Dan Jurgens at all, but I feel like this is the best period of his work, the work that I appreciate the most.
I think I'm with you there. Yeah, he's kind of decent here. I mean, I would still prefer more Terry Shoemaker, you know, like
absolutely
6 or 7 issues of Terry Shoemaker is not enough. That guy's super good, you know.
Maybe it's the inks. I don't know what's different. He hasn't fallen into his just feel like he's sort of a third-rate amalgam of Byrne and Ordway in the Superman stuff. Maybe because I couldn't always immediately identify him. Maybe I didn't know the names yet. So I'd look at it and go, this looks kind of cool. This looks like the cool Superman I like. But then I'd be flipping through it and I'm like, oh, the artwork it isn't. On first glance, it looks okay, but it's really substandard. And for a while, I don't think I knew the difference between him and Ordway. And I thought Ordway was not a great artist until I learned to separate them.
Yeah. I used to think that Ordway was not as good as Byrne. Like when I started looking at Superman. Mm-hmm. I mean, now I think they're maybe equally good. Maybe, Ordway has been consistently good all these years, while Burns had lots of ups and downs.
For sure.
But yeah, both of those guys blow away Dan Jurgens.
No doubt. Did Terry Austin ink him any?
I don't remember.
Maybe he was never over at DC. I have no idea. I usually associate him with the X-Men, but this stuff kind of has a cartoonier quality, and I think I like that maybe, especially with like the aliens.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't remember taking note of the aliens specifically, but to me it's got to be Kesel. Like it looks a lot like the Shoemaker stuff, you know? It's like
that's what, there you go.
Yeah, so I think it's Kesel. I think Karl Kesel is or was back then really great at inking these guys. Mm-hmm. Like his art or his inking looks really good on Giffen artwork. Mm-hmm. Shoemaker probably would not have been as good without Kesel.
The cover, I really like the cover. It stands out to me.
It's cool. It's like a lot of techno. It's like the inside of the air conditioner or something. Mm-hmm. I noticed a little drawing of Magpie is his name. Mm-hmm. They kind of ran out of space or something. His body language is not great, but otherwise I think it's a decent cover.
Right.
But it sort of spoils it because in the story, you think Magpie is going to get away with it until the very end when out of the blue, Starboy and Dreamgirl show up and stop him. But you wouldn't know that was going to happen except that it shows it on the cover. Not a huge surprise.
So weird that he's still Starboy with that big ass beard.
Mm-hmm.
It changes the context, kind of like is he like a space cowboy or something? Like some kind of like CB guy, like some kind of hickish character. It's the only kind of people I can think of who are like adults growing beards who would self-refer to themselves as boy,
Oh yeah, like
like
a
a
good
country
old boy.
boy, like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
space cowboy.
Yeah, and that was kind of the only guys who had beards back, or like this style of this look. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
truck driver. You're right. Like
Right.
hippies had long hair. He has short hair and a beard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like he. The reason he has a beard is because he's too busy to shave. He's too busy popping bennies, making the long haul.
Right. Yeah, and he's always the big standout. Like whenever you hear people arguing, oh, they're still teenagers. I guess every now and then there's like the one kid at the high school who can grow a full beard. He could be that guy.
Yeah.
And those are the guys who usually look like they're 50 by the time they hit 30.
If a person is going to be like, no, they're still teenagers, and like they have to be willfully ignorant of Starboy and Dream Girl and the relationship between those two people, because
Right.
it's
And
like,
the married characters with kids.
yeah, that too. But like, even if they're teenagers, like Starboy, yeah, he's this buff big guy with a beard, and his
Mhm.
girlfriend is like the hottest babe in the universe,
Mhm.
curves everywhere, half naked most of the time. No,
Right.
they're just teenagers. They're just kids having fun, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, what to say about this? So
This comic sucks.
came out November 22nd, 1984. We got Mindy Newell doing the writing. Like Levitz probably just came up with the outline or whatever, but he's too busy with the main book. So they're outsourcing it to her, and that probably helps. Like maybe she's a little better at writing the characters. Adam Kubert, lettering.
Oh, pro lettering. He's also just a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Maybe. I don't know how old he was.
Right.
But, like, I think both of those Kubert brothers are letterers when they're like little kids, when they're 10 or something.
That's funny.
They probably lettered with both hands.
Whoa.
I don't know. But yeah, I think that's kind of what Mindy Newell brings to the table. And I feel like the what she brings to the table is personality driven type of stuff.
Right.
And kind of excels at that and goes in deep where Levitz doesn't exactly. For whatever reason, maybe he's incapable and he's a hack, or maybe he just
Right.
doesn't have time in his regular comics with Keith Giffen.
Yeah, I guess it's maybe the beer bombs or DeMatteis kind of did that for Giffen.
Yeah, I think character wise, Levitz is kind of a cold fish. He's not great at it, you know?
Right.
And like you can tell he's trying sometimes, but it's like much more soap opera-y or something,
Mhm.
or like just like kind of going through the motions and the tropes when he's
Right.
doing it than when somebody else is doing it.
I kind of wish Mindy could have done better with Dream Girl. Maybe it was some dictate like Levitz is like, you got to put the broken nail stuff in there.
Yeah.
Don't change that.
People aren't going to know it's her.
Fans
unless
love
she-
that.
Yeah. Maybe they do. Maybe there are fans who do love that. Like they write a letter and like, oh, by the way, keep on doing that broken nail joke.
Like it sounds like it would work once in a story, but then if they're doing it every time, it's like, well, what's wrong with you? Like trim your nails or something. Get a Element Lad to put some Integron.
Right. Yeah. Change your DNA or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Give you better nails. Like, what if she just needs some fish oil or something? I don't know what makes give you strong nails. Yeah, but it is literally every issue, every scene she's in, she does it, huh? Like I didn't even remember it. Like we joke about it, but yeah, in this time period, in the I don't know, it's like the most popular period of Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah.
Every time Dream Girl is in a panel.
Does she have prophetic dreams that she breaks nails and she wakes up in a cold sweat and break another nails? Next adventure.
I don't know when. I don't know how it's going to happen.
Start having her wear like big gauntlets or wrap gauze around her.
Yeah, you would think she'd be more protective.
Yeah.
Of the nails.
I forgot to translate the back. We've got a lot of interlac in this.
Oh,
is that Ollie? That must be Ollie, right?
Oh yeah, this is Ollie 3 Queen tours.
Right.
I remember he's been in lots of other issues.
Lots? Okay.
He played a part in...
Well, there's like that assassination story or something, right? That's probably where he first showed up.
No,
I figured this was the only other time he showed up.
I think he
No?
came in before that. I mean, he might be a Giffen and Levitz creation. I don't know that he came in before that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he was. I think he was in it before the assassination thing.
The Tornado Twin story? Is that where he first showed up?
Oh, that could be. That would be interesting if he was in the Tornado
Was that
Twins
the
way
story
back.
where like someone they knew like some descendant was being targeted, but they didn't know which? Or maybe that's a Giffen story. I don't remember.
Well, see, there's the thing that's in it's the Who Shot Laurel Kent storyline.
Oh yeah.
Like they have that annual, but it's like clearing up the story that was begun in the regular series
Mm-hmm.
months prior. But yeah, it turns out somebody's trying to kill all the descendants of
Oh yeah.
the Justice League. So somebody tries to kill Ollie 3 Queen. He is the descendant of Oliver Queen Green Arrow.
Were
Who's
the
in the
twins
Justice
in
League.
that one?
Probably, but I don't know. I can't remember.
remember.
We should read that annual. If the Tornado Twins weren't part of that, they forgot, you know?
I know he like popped up a couple times as like kind of an Easter egg, and 5 years later, like he was either on the news or in a commercial. Or
Who did? Ollie 3 Queen?
Ollie 3?
Oh, I don't remember that. I'll keep an eye out for that.
Maybe I fabricated that. I don't know. I'm full of shit. I'm making all this shit up.
Yeah, it seems like maybe you're just making shit up.
I'm a fraud expert.
Mandela effect.
Get that a lot. I'm getting to the point where like my memories, I'm noticing lots of bullshit, lots of fake things, implants. Like I'm sure that happened, or I'm sure I read that. Nope.
Weird, you're losing your grip, dude.
The lines between reality and fiction are dissolving.
It sucks.
I have to start taking some kind of mood stabilizer.
Yeah, so anyway, Ollie 3 Queens, he's a tour guide around Metropolis. He does star tours, and this guy Magpie is casing Legion headquarters. And there's a little bit of a comedy bit with this bratty kid, this really bratty kid. Like, this is the worst kid, most annoying kid. The onions on this guy, this kid.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing he doesn't throw him out of the shuttle or something.
Yeah, he actually pays him. He gives him money to shut up.
Yeah, he's acting like a teenager. He's like starting shit with him.
Yeah, the kid's like, you're in my way, but they're also like all seated so that they have a good view.
Mm-hmm.
But the kid's like, fuck you, old man.
You heard me, pussy.
I was hoping he would do something mean to the kid, but he just pays him to shut up.
Well, he does threaten to kill him, I guess.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. He should do that.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think he's do we know what planet he comes from? Is he a Kund? I know he's got the weird eyes, but those could be cyborg add-ons.
Yeah, he has some kind of like bug eyes that are great visually, good vision. I don't know. I don't think they say. I don't know that we see him ever again after this issue. He's supposed to be. This is Magpie. He's supposed to be the greatest burglar, and he's going to break into Legion headquarters. I just wondered why. I don't know if you remember when I explained the whole story of Ben Paris to you. This guy from a sort of a Mike Grell era, the guy who throws down the gauntlet and tells the Legion that he's going to break into Legion headquarters and steal the Miracle Machine out from under them. Try to stop me. I'm Ben Paris, the greatest burglar in the universe. I don't know why they didn't reuse him. They came up with this new guy with the eyeballs to use one time.
They don't even have the Miracle Machine anymore, right?
No, it was devoured by a Matter Eater lad. Who else?
They should have done a story following the poop. When he pooped that Miracle Machine out. Like, where did that poop go? Like, did it start mutating all of the poop? Did it start doing magic crazy shit at the treatment plant?
Yeah, I don't know. He probably was like, I wish this poop would come out and not cause me any problems. And
Miracle poop.
Yeah. I wonder if he poops at all. They've never talked about it.
Oh, he's got to poop. He probably has some super industrial toilet. He probably his shit's probably radioactive.
In the reboot, I think they attempt to explain how it works, how he can eat anything, but it's much better left unexplained, in my opinion.
You'd almost think like the eating would be what's required to have some greater power. Like he converts it into some kind of energy he can blast out of his hands, or it gives him super strength or something. But no, it's just the eating. But I think Calorie Queen, maybe she has some powers from eating things. Like she actually puts it to use.
I don't know if the super strength is part of the eating or not.
I thought it was.
I thought she was just like Supergirl, but the addition of eating. But maybe it does come from the like all the calories. Maybe that's why she's called Calorie Queen.
Maybe only ladies from that planet have powers.
Oh, yeah.
Like some insects, only one of the two sexes has a stinger, I think. I think I saw that on Wild Kratts.
Wild Kratts? Yeah.
It's my son's favorite show.
They cover bugs on that?
Oh, yeah. You better believe it. They wear bug power suits that give them bug-like abilities.
Oh, they're a cartoon now, huh? I forgot. I thought it was still like human beings.
Yeah, they're a couple dumpy old middle-aged looking guys at the beginning, but they turn into good-looking cartoon characters through most of the story.
Those guys got to be older than you and me, right? Like they've got to be 60 probably.
I have no idea how old, but yeah, I guess so. I guess if you're older than us, you must be pushing 60.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where we're at now.
Like those guys were adults when I was a kid or a teenager, right? Like they had their own show.
Yeah, you told me that before. I think I've seen that online, but I never saw it. They've had like several shows.
Yeah, it was on PBS, I think, or maybe on Learning Channel or something. I bet they migrated from PBS to cable that made them money.
Yeah, I think they're from Canada. So like
Sounds
they're
potential.
Children's entertainer superstars up there.
They're lucky guys.
Living the dream.
Yeah, exactly. Just watching animals all the time.
Maybe that can be your next gig. You can animate them.
I don't want it. I want to be them.
You want to be them.
Yeah.
You got to figure out a way to segue into that.
I know. A lot of shit I need to figure out.
Go work with Robert Smigel.
Shit, I would love to.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Probably not funny enough. Okay, whatever. This comic, there's really not too much good about it. Like there's a little bit of personal shit between Colossal Boy and Sun Boy that kind of leads into the next chapter, I guess, or the backup.
You know, this issue, and it's not the first of its kind. I feel like we've read at least one other like this. It almost seems like part of its point of existing is it functions as like a tour of the headquarters.
Yeah.
Like they're showing off all the rooms and gadgets, and then they work in a map into the middle. And
oh, that's right. That is in this. I already forgot about it.
Yeah, one of them, was it the Invisible Kid first appearance issue that did that?
Yeah, it wasn't even that long ago. It was a year and a half ago or something in Paul Levitz time or whatever, you know? It is weird that they did it. It's almost like they must be thinking like this is a different audience reading this series or something.
Well, was it the same headquarters or have they upgraded in between? Didn't it blow up towards the end of the original series or volume 2?
Yeah, but the one in the annual is the new one, right? The floating courtyard apartment building one, you know?
Oh, I thought it blew up closer to the end, but maybe you're right.
I don't know.
Could be the same headquarters. What the fuck?
Gosh, we're about as interesting as this comic book is, I think, tonight.
That's what we get for reading things out of order,
I guess.
The most notable thing about this issue is that it was in The Princess Bride.
Oh, okay.
It's immortalized in that movie.
Did Peter Falk touch the comic, or did only Fred Savage touch the comic?
I think just Fred Savage.
There wasn't a part where Peter Falk was like, "Stop reading that comic. I'm going to tell you a story."
That's garbage.
They keep it mysterious about why why and how and for what reason he's breaking into the Legion headquarters. It doesn't seem to matter that he's a great burglar or breaker and enterer, because somebody's given him all the codes and everything he needs to just walk right in there. He doesn't even need to be a highly skilled safecracker.
He's a really good burglar. So good that he doesn't even need to wear a mask. So good he can wear large chunks of white all over his costume.
I think his costume's kind of neat in a way. Kind of plain, but
yeah,
I don't know. Sometimes it to me it looks good when they don't go to any effort and they come up with like a good costume. I don't know what it is about this.
He's got a good spit curl.
Yeah, that too. His costume is all black except for like a little angled line across the chest, and then his right arm is in white, and then he's got a white glove on the other hand. Now that I've described it, it sounds really stupid, but it looks okay.
And a purse.
He's got a little purse. You might need to put an extra pair of socks in there.
Right.
He goes into the Hall of the Dead Heroes, and he goes into the Hall of the Villains. They have a Dr. Regulus, a Mordru, and a Starfinger statue.
Maybe someday they'll have a statue of him too. he dreams.
No, sorry, Magpie. Nobody even knows you exist.
Poor guy.
For them to make a statue of him, they'd have to catch him. And they actually don't catch him in this comic either, right? Like he gets away with it, whatever he does.
God, I think he does get caught.
I don't.
Maybe. And then the universe, or oops, whoever's behind all this decides they don't care that he failed in his mission. Like they don't actually need whatever he was trying to get.
No, I think they almost get him, and then the person who gave him all the info to get into the place just like beams him out. I think that's what happens at the end.
Yeah, that sounds right. Didn't we have maybe the best part of the book? To me, anyway, it's the only part I ever remember.
Yeah, because it's kind of funny.
Right, with sad bastard Timberwolf crying over Lightlass's statue.
Magpie has entered they have the Hall of the Dead Heroes with the metallic sculptures of the Legionnaires, but then they have just statues of like mannequins type, like wax museum type of statues.
Right.
1-to-1 size.
Retired or reserve members, I guess.
I guess so, yeah.
Where's Karate Kid?
He must be here.
He's probably with the dead. He's with the dead ones now.
Wait, no, he hasn't died yet.
You sure?
Well, he's
Well, he's not over here with the retired members.
Yeah, that's true. This is 320. So
I mean, even if he hadn't technically died yet, that book had to be in the can, or they knew he was going to be dead.
Right.
Maybe they kind of avoided using him.
I think that must be what it is, because they have some kind of weird there's some kind of time paradox that happens with these Tales issues, like the year of Tales issues. Like they get to the end of them and make it seem like at the end of the new Tales issues, they start the reprints of the shit that was running concurrently with the past 12 months. And so when you get to, like, let's say I don't know that there's a direct market Legion Superheroes mag, and I'm just reading it straight through. I'm reading Legion Superheroes, and that switches to Tales. And when it gets to the end of the new Tales, they want me to think that it's starting up, or it's still continuing, right? So
somewhere in there they throw in like this is all block, and maybe White Witch watching like the tapes like he likes to do, but I think that's to cover the reprint issues. Certainly somewhere around here, at least for a while, so they're definitely concurrent, because they start pursuing the missing Legionnaires, the ones that are on the controller factory.
Right. I don't know. I guess as I recall, and I'm murky on the details, they try to play it both ways somehow. Where for part of it, the stuff in Tales is happening, between the margins of the stuff happening in the Baxter Legion book. But then also they also want us to believe that it's stuff that happens a year either prior or a year after the stuff happening in the Baxter book somehow.
It's almost too bad they didn't do it that way, because instead of like just having these guys do boring, inconsequential things in between stories in the other book, they could have been telling missing adventures of Invisible Kid or something like that.
Yeah, they could have done the Lost Year or something even.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like this thing where, geez, did we even not talk about it yet? The funny part.
Oh,
I think I got sidetracked and interrupted you.
No, you tell it then.
Yeah, it's just this part where Magpie witnesses Timberwolf talking to the statue of Lightlass because she dumped him real badly. Huge victim of a major dumping. And he's a washed up loser now.
He's been kind of whining about it ever since the block.
Non-stop.
But now we find out that not only is he whining about it, he is secretly going to her statue and talking to the statue.
And whining to the statue.
Right. And Magpie is sort of making fun of him in his head while he's watching him and calling him a loser. And is he about to kiss it? He calls him a psycho.
He says, I wouldn't mind staying and seeing how this turns out, but I better get going. Does he think that Timberwolf is going to
He's going to start fucking it?
Yeah.
Start humping the statue.
Hump the statue. I was gonna say that like shit like this is not happening in the full on Paul Levitz Baxter fancy comic book. Like it needs like these kind of details, which I think are great, even though Tales of the Legion is kind of generally flat and lackluster.
Right.
I'm glad they have this. they have this venue for dumb stuff,
Right.
and for like the soap opera stuff, because Paul Levitz is not going to do it, and he's not going to make it funny. He's not
Right.
going to have the bad guy be like, "What a loser."
For whatever flaws his character has, he's at least kind of funny, which there's not really a lot of funny villains in the Legion, at least not at this time.
Yeah, he's good, I guess.
What's he say? He'd rather face a firing squad than having to face that powerful idiot.
And they make a big deal about him using Chief Zendak's like ID to get into everything.
Like maybe he's the guy that busted him.
Maybe, but he also says he has a grudge against Zendak, I think. Like Zendak sent him up.
Right.
I feel like he says that, right?
Right. I think so.
To me, it's interesting that they talk so much about Chief Zendak, who is such a minor character.
Mm-hmm.
But they show his face a bunch of times, and like this is a villain who has a grudge against Chief Zendak, as if maybe they have some plans for Zendak,
Right.
which I don't. Nothing really ever happens with him or to him that I recall. Like, yeah, he doesn't stand out, Chief Zendak. I think eventually he gets killed or something, but he never has a real. There's no Chief Zendak story that puts him in the high echelons of Legion history. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's just the boss of Aaron and all this. He's like some kind of Perry White like figure.
Right.
With the science police. As much as I love the scene, I do wonder about, isn't Timberwolf supposed to be, I know it's the other way around, but Wolverine like shouldn't he smell him in there?
Well,
Or,
his
like,
nose
sense
is
him
too full
somehow
of snot, probably
from crying. Right.
Oh, and here's the headquarters.
Yeah. Without looking up the other one, I think I like this one better.
Yeah, when I looked at this comic, I wondered if this was a Giffen drawing,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure. Like, you just can't tell. Like, it doesn't look quite like a like what would a Dan Jurgens cross section diagram
Mm-hmm.
look like? Yeah, I don't know. They just feel obligated to do these every now and then. There's a handful of different Legion headquarter diagrams, but I think
Mm-hmm.
this headquarters is the same one that had a diagram back in that annual.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm ready to be incorrect on that.
I always loved stuff like that back then, when it wasn't easy to find that kind of information elsewhere, or when they put the interlac key in the back.
Yeah, that's neat. I mean, but also, like, I just skipped over it this time when I read the comic,
Right.
this issue, because ultimately it's pretty irrelevant. Like, they don't do enough in the headquarters for me to need to know, like, where's Brainiac 5's lab in relation to the sleeping quarters of Tyrock or whoever, like, it just doesn't matter. They just fly out the top and then they go on an adventure every time.
Yeah, they never use the front door. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's trying to sneak out, but then he is ambushed by Starboy and Dream Girl, because of one of Dream Girl's convenient dreams, tipping her off to his being there.
Yeah, but he's gotten the
It looks like a Trisket.
Oh, but it's
Maybe
not.
it's
It's
like
one of
the
those things.
last Trisket in the future.
Yeah, what's those ones you put in the camera? What are those called? A card reader?
SD card.
SD card. Yeah, they're obsolete now, but they used to be in everything, or they weren't a lot of things. So you're saying the Dream Girl dreamed that they'd find this guy?
I think she said that. When have I been wrong, Tom?
Yep, she says, I saw it while I was napping. She says, they don't call me Dreamy only for my beautiful bod. This is a good drawing, good profile of a beautiful woman here by Dan Jurgens.
But whatever points he scores in drawing her well on this page, he more than loses in the very next page.
Oh, all right. Can't wait to see it.
Some Liefeld level anatomy, I think.
Oh, yeah. And when she's punching him?
Yeah.
Her arms are not in the right place.
Well, her head's in the wrong place, right? Like, her head should be lower, maybe. Her breast shouldn't be jutting out forward parallel with her arms. Maybe I don't understand women well enough.
Well, yeah.
Maybe they do that.
So few of us understand that. No, he's definitely having a problem with the foreshortening of her lunging forward and simultaneously looking hot.
It looks like her tits are parallel with her arms, with her torso. Like they're. Are we looking at the same drawing?
Yeah, right here. Her tits are in the wrong place, and her right shoulder's in the wrong place,
Yeah, it seems like in that position, like her ears should be in between her arms almost. Like if you had your arms like that and you were bent forward, wouldn't your head be between your arms, not above it? Because she's almost bent in half there, right?
Well, like let's say you're punching like down. Her boobs should still be pointing at the ground instead of forward like they're doing, I think. The right arm is like extra long. I guess he's trying to cartoon her like swinging a punch at him, I think.
Yeah, it feels like he made compromises to make sure he got her boobs in there.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I think her hips are too big.
Oh, they can never be too big.
Well, the foreshortening is like the hip proportions are the same as like the shoulder proportions, even though that part of her body should be farther away from us and appear smaller.
Right.
I don't doubt this is a very challenging position to draw a character at. And I think the magpie drawing of him getting punched out is also very weird. It's not as bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he's trying to fit it all in there and trying to still make her look dream girl, sexy, hot, whatever he's trying to do.
Kind of makes my brain hurt trying to figure out how that works.
Yeah, we need to do a draw over with tissue paper.
Yeah.
Say how much a better artist I am than Dan Jurgens of 1983 was.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about Starboy's what is it? Duotone, screen tone?
Oh, his Zipatone power? Yeah. Yeah, that's how they're doing it now.
Another broken nail.
Another one? She must have like AI generated hands, 15 fingers.
Here's something that I don't quite get. Starboy can't pick it up. Starboy is the guy who made it heavy, right? His device. Does he not? He can't just turn it off. He has to wait for it to wear off.
According to this. I mean, like if a thing is super heavy, then I believe that he wouldn't be able to pick it up. But I guess I always assumed that he could turn it off again if he made something heavy.
Right.
I guess that's not true.
I didn't think of it as being like a permanent change or a change that you'd have to wait for it to wear off. Like as soon as he stopped thinking about it, or if he got knocked out mid-battle, I would assume it would go back to normal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I've ever
thought about it.
Yeah, encountered this in a story anyway.
Well, and also it's just sort of weird because if that's the case, why is he even trying to pick it up? Why is he looking like a dummy? Like, oh, why can't I? Oh yeah, that's right. I can't pick this stupid thing up. Well, yeah, you used your power on it that you've been using your whole life. So why are you even messing with it?
Yep, that's dumb.
Yeah.
They almost should have added more dialogue that's like,
I must be tired. I'm not thinking straight. I still think I like this better than The Rock. I don't know.
I might agree with you on that.
No, but if this was on Baxter,
but there's some clunky shit. I'm just looking across this,
sure.
And there's some real clunky stuff of Dan Jurgens.
Well, yeah, we were just talking about one for a while on the same page.
Aside from that, like over these 2 pages, like the posing here of Starboy, page 14, panel 2. He's got his finger on his chin and he's holding up his other hand. Like just bad acting, you know?
Yeah.
And then this straining of him trying to pick up the thing was kind of weird. I guess I don't feel that the anatomy is really bad on that, but it is a weird drawing.
See, they should have had on the bottom panel Dream Girl going, you idiot, turn your power off. He's like, oh, okay. Right. Something like that. Like, I don't understand. Why can't I pick this up?
Oh, yeah. On this page, he's also alluding to some adventure that Brainiac 5 and Dawnstar are cooking up. That's kind of the next storyline entails, right?
Right. It's kind of an ongoing thing. Maybe it's mainly over here. It might be mentioned a little bit in the other book, the main book, but Brainiac 5 and Dawnstar are working together to try to track down the missing Legionnaires.
Oh, that's right. But don't they also, like, there's the storyline where Dawnstar gets lost in space and she meets an actual, like, super cool human man and falls in love with him?
Yeah.
That's in the next couple issues, right?
Right. That's, if I remember right, that happens while she's out trying to find them. And the dumb thing is they've got all this extra room to pursue that. You know, the missing Legionnaires, and they do devote like 3 issues to it, I think, at least. But then they never find them over here, and then they just pop up sitting down at the table with all the other Legionnaires. There's never really any, oh, good to have you back, or they're just back.
That's Paul Levitz for you. That's the Baxter period of Legion of Superheroes. Yeah, those guys, they did, didn't they have like a DC Comics Presents crossover, and maybe
they really
one other one?
They really should have milked it. They should have had them put statues up for them, like Then it's like they're back from the dead.
Yeah, they should like they obviously didn't milk it because I kind of forget that storyline even exists. And those guys were, yeah, like they thought they were dead. They were
It was kind of like a proto Legion Lost kind of situation. I guess they kind of did that once with Ultra Boy too. He was like missing for a year, maybe or 6 months.
like the
He ended up
Reflecto
being
saga.
Reflecto and all that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the reason the Lost Legionnaires and this thing seems like a footnote is because the non-Lost characters don't make a big thing out of it because we, the readers, know they're fine and we're following them
Right.
the whole time. So that they just don't. They're not given time for that kind of shit.
You know what else? If I remember right, it never pays off even because that whole excursion to me reminds me of. Do you remember? I'm gonna get real deep in the nerd weeds here. Star Trek: The Next Generation, where like Q gives the Enterprise a preview of what they're going to encounter. He like throws them way further across the universe, like somewhere that would take them years to reach. And that's when they first encounter the Borg.
Okay.
And the Borg almost destroy them, kick their ass, and then Q saves them and throws them back to where they would be. And saying, just letting you know, this is what you're going to be dealing with later on. It was like a big foreshadowing of this big thing that's going to happen. And the whole finding that controller Sun Factory felt like that, but it never pays off later. Like, oh, these guys are much more sinister than we thought. They're making lots of these sun makers. We're going to, even though they've sabotaged that ship, like, or that planet, it all seemed to be like foreshadowing like some bigger, like Great Darkness saga level story that's going to happen later.
Right. And I just don't know why he does it that way. Like, is he just not thinking it through? You know?
He loses track. He forgets about it.
I guess. But it's like when you spend months and months like building up these storylines and have that big thing where it's like, oh, it's like you're one of your greatest enemies that killed one of your members. Like now there's 100 of them.
Right.
And these controller guys who are like the smartest dudes in the universe. They don't call them the controllers for nothing. They're making them.
Right.
Yeah,
let's do the Universal Project instead. Did we have anything else to say about this story?
Yes.
Oh, the wrap up?
Yeah, what the hell? Magpie is stealing the SD card under orders from the Monitor, who he's the well, they make him seem like he's going to be a big villain in this comic. But he's actually a good guy, right? He's a benevolent person in the Crisis on Infinite Earths maxi series comic book, right?
Where's that even revealed? I thought he was working for Universo and
the Monitor Monitor got Universo to hire Magpie. I think is kind of how it works.
Oh, okay.
But you look up here on page 15 at the top of the page, it says the Monitor took back all his gadgets. The Monitor supplied all the gadgets to Magpie. And the Monitor wants the SD card.
I didn't realize it was the Monitor. I thought maybe that was a more generic Monitor, not necessarily just
I think it's
the guy they have watching it. But
no, I think it's the Monitor. And I think in the last time we read a Tales issue, 317, I think he was in that one too. Because this Lila character, she says something about like, oh, it's too bad we can't hang around on Earth. I wanted to do some of that shopping at the 30th Century mall or whatever, right? So they're in that too. Like there's some kind of, for some reason, Tales of the Legion, and I don't know if it was across the whole line of DC Comics magazines, but they're hinting at this upcoming big miniseries thing by planting the Monitor and his blonde assistant in these comics. And they hint that the Monitor is a malevolent force and he's using, in this case, Universo, the Legionnaires' greatest enemies to, like he's stealing their shit, to use against them. But none of that comes to pass. That's not what the Monitor even does. Like he's
this blue-handed guy that we never see the face of in this story is the Monitor.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. What would his motive be? Isn't he a more, I don't know, it seems like Thanos pulling off a heist or something.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it amounts to anything because I don't know what the Monitor wants with a thumb drive from the 30th century. What's he going to do with that when the walls of energy show up in 1985? You know?
Right, right.
But I mean, maybe I'm just not knowledgeable enough about this. Is the
Maybe he wants
monitor
a
from?
copy of all of the pre-crisis information about the Legion before they cease to exist. Or maybe he's wiping all evidence of someone who's going to disappear. I don't know.
Oh, right. This is like he's getting rid of Supergirl or something, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense, but who knows? It could in the comic book with the right wording.
And I think this orange ship
Is that a giveaway?
I think that's what they're on in the crisis thing.
Oh, right. Yeah. But hasn't Crisis started by now? Surely.
No, I think it's still like a year away, right? This comic is from, where does it say? Usually it says in the indicia.
Oh, you're right. It's 84, November of 84.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so Crisis starts in a couple of months, probably. I don't know if it starts right in January of 85 or how they work it.
Goes on for fucking ever. It was a year at least.
Yeah, and I think like this must have been like I think Marv Wolfman and whoever, they're still cooking it up, still figuring it out. But somebody is like, well, we got to tease,
right?
But it's like this doesn't tease anything. It doesn't even connect, and we don't even know what you're talking about here. Like they're just going to drop all this. I mean, I guess it's just part of the ball game of monthly comic books.
The time chip. It's a time chip.
Oh, they probably said that in the comic, huh? We just forgot about it.
I mean, that's what Universo refers to it as when he's talking to the monitor.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, so does the monitor have to go back in time? He has to take his big orange spaceship back in time?
Well, it makes it sound like he's trying to give it to Universo, maybe, to fight the Legion. But the Legion, no, that doesn't make sense. We just need to get Paul Levitz on here. Explain it.
I guess Magpie does not get the time chip. Monitor says, pardon my interrupting your day, but the Magpie has failed. Would you care to try again for the time chip? Universo says, thank you for your kind offer, Monitor, but I'm afraid I must decline. The time chip is no longer necessary. New plans are in effect that will handle the Legion nicely. Yeah, what the hell? What is the Monitor doing?
Is he working for I don't know.
Yeah, see, I thought Monitor was employing Universo, and Universo was subbing it out to Magpie. Right. But now it sounds like Universo. Yeah, you can't tell who's working for who here.
Or maybe it's some sort of mutual, like, I need this time chip, but it would also help you
I guess
beat the Legion or something. So you should steal it for me.
Yeah, because Monitor's like, Magpie failed, Universo. You want to take another stab at it? And then Universo's like, nah, I don't need it. Like that's weird.
Universo project I'm working on,
and Monitor is still willing to pay Magpie. Pretty weird, pretty pointless.
He doesn't even look like himself in this. He looks like what's that guy's name? Like Wu-Tan, the Dr. Fate villain.
Oh, Universo does.
Yeah,
he's. I mean, maybe it's because he's on screen, but he has his beard is white. Oh yeah, his little monocle looks like a glowing eye, doesn't it?
Weird shit.
And then what was next page with Timberwolf? Like this is totally like a Keith Giffen wild take down here on the bottom of it. But I don't think Giffen drew this. I guess maybe just Jurgens is. Actually, it looks like a Mike Grell face here. I think Dan Jurgens is just cribbing all of Legion history to do swipes or something.
Could be. Well, wait a minute. When did that annoying Computo show up? He showed up before the Baxter series?
Yeah, he did. That Computo came with the headquarters.
Okay.
But then later...
How do they keep this fucking green megalomaniac employed? What the hell is wrong with him? He's lucky enough that they let him stay on the team after he built that thing and it killed one of the members. But he just has to tempt fate or something. And then he tries to bring it back again, and then you have the Invisible Kid story. So that's strike two. And then he builds the butler and names it Computo. Like you'd think he'd want to like maybe call him something else.
Yeah.
Not remind people of two of his biggest fuck ups so far.
Yeah, I mean maybe that's Levitz's way of showing Brainiac 5's sort of indifference to those sort of social niceties or something. He's like, no, I already got a perfectly good name for this computer. And he's not thinking about the right or wrong of of
Right.
its behavior in the past.
Mhm.
He's looking at things objectively and not emotionally or something.
Right, but you think he'd be smart enough to know it would be bad politics, like it might get him in hot water with the rest of the team.
Yeah, I mean, but nobody seemed to care, right? Except Duo
I think,
Damsel.
yeah, I think I seem to remember everyone. They didn't do anything official, but they're like, what the hell was he thinking naming this thing or
Yeah.
trying to do this again? So, it's an okay story. It's not remarkable. There's some funny lines in it. The drawings are good for Dan Jurgens.
Yeah, pretty pointless comic, to be honest.
Yeah.
Unless you really just wanted to take a little tour of Legion headquarters again, which is not a story. So yeah, I don't know. Like for us, where we've read all of it, that's fine. I think for somebody who picked this up at the gas station, it would probably be a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Like this is your first Legion of Superhero comic. Are you buying another one? Nope.
Oh,
like because the main character of this issue, Magpie, he's never coming back. You're never going to see him again.
He could come back still and bring him back. That's part of my plan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Your pitch. It's all about Magpie.
I'm going to put him in the 20th century and make him a hero.
No, make him a descendant of the Batman villain Magpie.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that Magpie.
Was she a Batman villain or a Superman villain? I think she was in Superman.
Was a Superman.
First.
Yeah.
But she's in that issue of Batman that's like Trevor Von Eden drew.
Or maybe, I don't fucking know now. Maybe she showed up in that Byrne Superman Batman crossover in Superman.
Yeah, I think she was in like the Man of Steel miniseries. Got a letters page, but before that, a backup story by Levitz, Newell, Jurgens, and Kesel.
Triangle?
Maybe they should call it Fail Angle.
Mm-hmm. Again, this stuff kind of reminds me of the X-Men, like Austin and maybe Byrne. Maybe he was borrowing a lot from that. And of course, the X-Men are on this page.
That's they're probably in the comic. Yeah. Yeah, those guys in the back are the X-Men. Who is it? Professor X and she says her name is Kitty Storm.
Right.
Is that
so that's
Kitty
Pryde and Storm.
Oh, that's what their names are. I get it. Yeah,
I don't know that she looks particularly like either of those characters, but the names are. And the one on the right is clearly Colossus.
Oh, okay.
His color scheme.
In the foreground, there's this guy hitting on a girl and trying to put her in his porno movies. He says, "I'll make you a star," you know?
Well, that's Dick Giordano, right?
It looks like somebody for sure. Maybe Stan Lee.
Yeah.
But yeah, this story is all about the womanizing activities of Sunboy. There's been a subplot where Sunboy and science police officer Kuzumano have a relationship. Like a just having fun kind of relationship, I guess.
Yeah, at least from his point of view. I don't know that she was super serious about him either, but
yeah, they sort of play it both ways. Like in this comic, she acts like she was never serious about him, but then also she wants to serve him some comeuppance for being a heel and a cad.
Right. I'm glad it ended the way it did, but I wasn't sure at all if like Levitz even realized the ridiculous, the hypocrisy, I guess, of him being outraged that he's seeing Colossal Boy hugging this girl while he's hitting on a different woman altogether.
Yeah, so Sunboy is at a bar with this blonde babe, and then he sees Colossal Boy with Officer Kuzumano, because those two used to be a thing that Levitz established that back in whatever their police academy days. Colossal Boy and Officer Kuzumano may have been a romantic item, or they were just old buddies. I don't know which.
This is back in the Starfinger days.
I think it was back in the old days, and it was a story invention in these days. I don't think Kuzumano ever even showed up until Paul Levitz started writing it.
Yeah, it's weird. He's literally dancing with her, possibly making out with her, as he is watching the other girl that he dates hugging. That's the funny part. Like, oh my God, they're fucking hugging. The philanderer.
Yeah, down here. Right. But yeah, back here, like the blonde, she's like sticking her hand in his shirt and stuff. And it looks like she's like got her mouth open like she's about to kiss his chest or something.
Right.
Yeah, it looks pretty lewd. Turns out that the blonde is Yira, Colossal Boy's.
Which kind of makes it weirder,
wife.
Right?
Yeah,
like his wife. So while he's hugging this girl, he sees it in the corner of his eye, his wife making out with Sunboy.
Right. It's because she's an actress.
Right.
We know that it's all an act. There's no way that this is wrong because she's acting. It's a performance.
Mm-hmm.
That must be the rationale here.
Just like she was acting when she was Shrinking Violet, but then actually fell in love with Colossal Boy.
When she was acting like Colossal Boy's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Really, there should be a story one of these days where she's two-timing Colossal Boy, because you always end up leaving a relationship the way you come into it. So if you got into it through deceit, it's going to end through deceit. If you start dating someone who's already in a relationship, they will cheat on you later too. Later, you will be the one cheated on.
Sounds like you know this from personal experience.
Yeah, I once dated a Durlian. It was bad. I thought she was one person. She turned out to be someone else. I thought it could work out.
I thought you were going to say that, like, you were cheating on somebody when you were going out with your wife, or
no.
You had a girlfriend when you met your wife, and then you started.
No,
your wife is the other woman. That's what you were going to say.
No. I've probably done every bad thing there is to do with one girl or another, but not with my wife.
Okay.
Please don't kick me out. Please don't kick me out.
This drawing of Sunboy here looks like a LaRock drawing, but I don't think LaRock had even started drawing this yet, so it's not like a swipe.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's just an uncanny looking pre-LaRock Sunboy drawing.
It's so bad, it's LaRock-esque. It looks a little like Paul Ryan too. I think that was his name.
Paul Ryan?
Kind of a Byrne knockoff. He ended up following Byrne on a lot of his books. He did Fantastic Four for a long time with Tom DeFalco. He did Avengers West Coast. He did a bunch of New Universe stuff. He might have done that Nth Man series.
Yeah, okay. That's why I can't place him.
Because he's a Marvel guy. Yeah, but Jurgens, look, there are a lot of panels in here that look kind of like swipes.
Yeah, nothing against them. People swipe. I guess I don't care. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, there's this part here where they cut to Cusimano on the job as a cop, and she's talking to, I guess, her partner is this guy, Devron.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunboy shows up, and they start like Cusimano and Sunboy start like talking dirty or something. And Devron's in the background, and he's like, "Holy cow, that's Sunboy!" He's like starstruck, and he's like,
"I guess so." I thought he was starting to throw up. He's like grossed out. But his hand or both of his hands forward.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh god,
it does look like
fucking gross.
His mouth.
I can't believe funny. PDA. What are they talking about?
That's hilarious. Yeah, it's like a tangent. You gotta watch your tangents, Dan Jurgens. It makes the guy look like he's about to barf. Oh yeah, she's like, "I thought we were gonna fool around, son boy."
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Maybe later, but now we have to talk."
You've been loose.
You've been loose.
Can't be Gigi, messing around.
You gotta close your legs, dude.
Can't go around fucking every guy you see. It's unladylike.
I mean, that's the point they're trying to make, right? That he has this double standard. Yeah.
Right.
But it's kind of funny. Cusimano is not like if Sunboy's not there to fuck around, she leaves and he sits there by himself on the park bench. Oh shit, we're at the end already.
We'll do like Colossal Boy's civvies. He's got like the kind of 70s looking suit.
It kind of looks like the Wrath of Khan civvies.
Mm-hmm.
And this would be right around that same time too. I bet that's the Dan Jurgens vision. I mean, maybe Shoemaker too. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Dan Jurgens drawing of Yura. That looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it turns out that, I guess I already explained it, right? Or one of us already explained that it was...
they were giving him a taste of his own medicine. And then there's kind of a scandalous line at the end, like, "Ooh, brother, what a marriage they must have." She's thinking about how she was messing around with Colossal Boy.
Yeah, she knows a little bit of Colossal Boy's style.
Mm-hmm.
And this woman can be any woman she wants to be to please him sexually in the bedroom.
And she doesn't mind kissing Sunboy's chest.
Sunboy with a hairy chest too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a failure of a comic in my opinion, but also I appreciate it. Like there's something about it that it's kind of so bad it's good in a way.
Yeah.
And I think if it had been Levitz writing the whole thing, it would just be bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Mindy Newell brings something to it that makes it a little bit more fun, even though it's super dull and not a dynamic kind of comic book,
Right. I feel like the artwork is good enough to compensate for the bad story a little bit with me. Whereas like the classic bad example that we've brought up a few times is like that 5 years later one we did with the Chainsman.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like you can't have like a crappy story and crappy artwork at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, this artwork is still good. And I mean, I guess I'm going to give Karl Kesel the credit for maintaining the style a little bit. Like, because it's still, it almost looks like Terry Shoemaker on an off day or something. You know?
Yeah. Maybe that's why. Do you think he was just like looking at the previous issues to try to either match the style, or he was just using it for reference and he accidentally giffened it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's also like some of the page layouts are kind of like the Giffen layouts of this period, where they're like the establishing shot is like this tall like planetscape that goes from top to bottom, and then the rest of the page is sort of inset on the right side of it, you know. But yeah, there's a handful of pages in here that have like that Giffen style almost, and Shoemaker was kind of doing that too. But I think one or two or maybe all of the Shoemaker issues were like laid out by Giffen, I think.
Okay.
This one for sure looks like kind of a Giffen page with the establishing shot here.
Yeah.
And then the heavy panel border.
Well, that reminds me more of like Lytle did a lot of that, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. But I think Giffen kind of took the lead on that. Like those really, I don't know, abstract impressionist issues of Giffen from like issue 312 and 313 or something. Where there's a lot of white and stuff like that, I think are sort of set up like this at times too. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Like, I think after I read this last week, I'm like, I like that, even though it kind of stunk. And then earlier today, I was thinking back over it. I'm like, I don't remember too much about it. It must have actually literally for real stunk. But I don't know. It's like, I think maybe just for a Legion head, it's kind of a fun comic book. I think for a regular person, stuff like this is why people hate Legion comics and don't get it, maybe.
I think they're fine. They just feel like maybe this whole series is guilty of this. They feel like backup stories, both of them. Like you have a big fat annual and you have like 20 pages to kill in the back.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The Magpie thing just seems like such a trifle. And and the fact that it leads up to him being hired by the Monitor, which is
right. But it doesn't seem to pay off in any way that I'm aware of.
I don't think it has any payoff at all. Yeah, because this is 320 and the Monitor was also in 317. So like, is the Monitor in all of them? Is that like some kind of a subplot that whatever every comic was doing in 1984 or what?
That's possible. That's very possible.
Or does like Paul Levitz somehow feel obligated to be the lead in to the Crisis miniseries? I'm curious about it.
I bet he's not the only one doing it.
But if the first issue of the miniseries is 3 months away or something, and I don't know that Monitor and Lila are part of that, it doesn't make any sense. Like it defeats the purpose of having the
and it's so ambiguous and small beer, you're not going to really even remember anyway. Like, oh, that's the guy who stole that chip that we don't know anything about.
Right.
2 years ago in Tales. It wasn't like, oh, this has all their secret identities on it, or there's no.
Oh well, yeah, he tried to steal
of the Doomsday Weapon or something.
He tried to steal the chip, but didn't actually even get it.
He didn't even get it.
Then they decided they don't need it.
Right.
Like,
we don't get any sense of what it is. Like,
right.
That it's like some super dangerous piece of information.
But it also makes all the events of this comic kind of moot. Like all it does is show us the headquarters stuff.
Right.
And like, yeah, if you just want a comic that tells you about Legion headquarters, I guess that's something.
Yeah.
Good one. Good pick.
I just like the part where he's making fun of Timberwolf.
Yeah, that's the best part.
We should have just reviewed that page.
Yeah, that's how we go through the Tales issues. Like one page a piece out of each issue. The end.
Timberwolf starts making out with a statue.
I really wish he could have stuck around to see how that played out.
Yeah.
Like, is there like a cleaning crew? And they're like, what's going on with the Light Last statue? We got to wipe this thing off every day. Computo.
Wait a minute. But is Computo, he's not a wise ass yet, right?
That's right. I think when
he kind of turns into Elron.
Yeah, when he starts looking like Validus, that's way later.
Yeah.
That's like after they killed the Infinite Man and Time Trapper or whatever.
Yeah, it's during Giffen's McGuire
Right,
phase.
right. I
Such
think
a weird choice.
Uh-huh.
He's like, that worked really good in this other book. I should just do it over in Legion too.
I wonder, had he even done it yet in Justice League? Maybe
Surely.
maybe the Validus thing came first.
Oh,
I don't know. I wasn't reading those two titles at the same time. Like I was reading Justice League when it was coming out, and then I read this stuff later. So I don't know. I don't know the timeline.
Do you remember they turned him into like a big beefy guy with a huge gun?
No. Yeah. Like this is after Giffen left, right? After Dan Jurgens left, probably even.
I don't know about that much, but one of their enemies, I forget which guy he is. He's got like he has a fin on his head and a big eyeball on his.
Despero.
Is that Despero? Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow Elrond's mind gets trapped in that body.
Okay.
And he becomes a member of the team. And they show him he looks like Despero, but he's got like a vest on and a huge gun.
That's hilarious. Yeah. That's extreme justice, I bet.
Probably right.
Those comics all looked so bad.
Yeah.
Like after Giffen left. Like I read the first Dan Jurgens one. I'm like, nope, this sucks. Terrible. I didn't stick with it. I might have got 2 or 3 of them, but it was never gonna be.
Did he bring Superman in right away?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they had like a big special issue with that had.
Yeah, like Europe was doing the same thing at the same time. All I remember about it was garbage. Like there was like that Bloodwind guy.
Yeah.
Really, I guess, Martian Manhunter.
Oh yeah. See, I must have read a few of those, but they were so
And then
bad.
Power Girl was pregnant, and they forgot about that, of course. She had like a really lame costume at that period, like a headband. And like Booster Gold, he started wearing like armor, like beefy armor.
Yeah, that was later on, I think. I don't think
like Doomsday broke all of his bones or something. So then he had to start wearing armor.
Wow. Legion 320. This is the one where Magpie makes fun of Timberwolf.